All right, welcome to part 2. We'll continue on. If a line has a slope of 1/2 and a y-intercept of 4, what would the equation be in slope-intercept form? Well, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Let's plug in what we know. We have a slope of 1/2, and remember, slope is m. We have a y-intercept of 4, so B stands for y-intercept. That would be the equation of our line in slope-intercept form. The slope of a line parallel to it, remember, if they are parallel, they will have exactly the same slope. Any line with a slope of 1/2 will be parallel to this line. Perpendicular, you take the slope, you flip it over, and you change the sign. So the slope of a perpendicular line would be -2. What would be the equation for this linear inequality? First of all, notice that we have a dotted line. We are also shading above the line. So we know that y is going to be greater than. Where is y greater than? Above the line. We have a y-intercept of 4. We have a slope of -1. You'll notice as it goes directly through the crosshairs of the grid lines, it goes up 1 unit and over 1 unit. -x plus 4. I'm sure that this is what you're feeling about right now, but it will get better. Okay, absolute value inequalities. These are back from Unit 1, and I highly recommend that you do a little bit of reviewing on them before tackling the final exam. Remember, what you have to do is split them up to reflect both because absolute value is a distance from 0. So it could be a distance going in the positive direction from 0, or it could be distance in the negative direction from 0. So to reflect that, what we do is we drop the absolute value bars and do one equation exactly as written. The other one, we drop the absolute value bars, but we flip the operator and we change the sign. Now we have 2 inequalities to solve. We can do so by adding 4 to both sides. That 4 plus 2 gives us 6. We divide each side by 3 and we get x is greater than 2. Same thing for the other inequality. We will add 4 to both sides. When we do, we get 3x is less than 2. We divide both sides by 3 and we get x is less than 2/3. If we had to graph it, we would do so like this. X is greater than 2. All of those numbers that are larger than 2. X is less than 2/3. X is all those numbers that are less than 2/3. All right, find the ratio of x to y. Remember, this is what we're shooting for, a ratio of x to y. So to do that, we need to first of all get x all by itself. If we divide both sides by 3, we get x is equal to 4/3 y. We want y in the denominator. If we divide both sides by y, what have we got? Y in the denominator all by itself. Y divided by y cancels out, and we are left with 4/3. The ratio of x to y is 4 to 3. How many solutions to this system of equations? The strategy I like to employ for this is to get both equations into the slope-intercept form, because this really we need to know the information about the slope of these to determine what's going on. So let's take the first equation. If we subtract x from both sides, we get -x plus 1. We'll do the same thing to the other one. Subtract x from both sides and we get 3y is equal to -x plus 9. Divide both sides by 3 to isolate x and we get y is equal to -1/3 x plus 3. Are these the same line? No. If they were the same line, there would be an infinite number of solutions. Are these parallel lines? Let's look and see. The slopes are not the same. No, they are not parallel lines. If they had been parallel lines, there would have been no solution. So, since they are not the same line and they are not parallel, that leaves us with these are two intersecting lines and there will be one solution. Remember, the solution is where the two lines cross. All right, we made it to the end of the final exam review for the spring semester of developmental algebra. If you feel comfortable working these problems by yourself independently, you will do great on this test. If there's something that you're a little bit, wow, it's been a long time since we've done that, please go back and review those lessons. Please come to Live Help. I will be in Live Help on May 26th, 27th, and 28th from 11 to 12. But once you're there, we can stay as long as you need to. Send me questions by K-mail. We can get through this. And I hope that this is how you were feeling on the afternoon of June 2nd. Good luck.